If you plan on working in project management or just want to start learning about it, this video is for you. A project is an endeavor with a specific time frame and a set of objectives to create or develop a specific product, service, or result. Project management is the application of knowledge, skills, and tools to bring a project from conception to completion. Each project is subject to the famous triple constraint of project management, which consists of time, budget, and scope. Time is simply when the project should be completed. Budget obviously refers to the amount of money necessary for the completion of the project. And scope is defined as the set of goals or deliverables for the project. The triple constraint determines that when one of the three is changed, at least one of the other two aspects will be affected. Let's use software development as an example. If the delivery date needs to be moved up, then the budget will have to be increased and/or the scope will need to be adjusted, for example, by dropping the development of some features. The same is valid for any of the other two aspects. If any one of them is changed, one or both of the others will need to be adjusted. The tasks of a project manager vary from project to project, but generally, they will include leading the team, managing resources and making sure that the team members have what they need to succeed in their roles, tracking and ensuring the project goes according to plan, as well as making the necessary adjustments when necessary. Since the initial stages of the project, a manager should try to anticipate potential problems that might arise and come up with mitigation strategies. Another important role of a project manager is communicating with stakeholders, making sure that each party involved in the project receives the information they need to have in due time. Stakeholders can include the company's higher management, suppliers, clients, sponsors, regulatory agencies, or any other relevant people to the project. The project manager is responsible for leading the team through the project's life cycle, which is divided into 5 phases: initiation, planning, execution, controlling, and closing. Initiation starts with the conception of the idea of the project. Once the project has been conceived, it's time to determine its feasibility. This includes, for example, conducting a market research to understand the market and the competitors, identifying potential stakeholders, and estimating a budget. Once the project gets the go-ahead, it's time to start planning it for real. During planning, you create a project plan, which will guide your project's execution, and that should include objectives, time frame, and budget. In this phase, you should also come up with a risk management strategy and a communication plan. During planning, you should also define which tools and metrics you use during the execution and controlling of your project. If you're looking for a project management software that integrates perfectly with Google Workspace, Kanbanchi was made for you. Use the link in the description to get 40% off your first purchase. The execution phase is when the project is actively developed. In our software development example, this is when the code for the features is written. During this phase is when most issues affecting budget, time, and scope will likely arise. The controlling stage runs parallel to the execution. Controlling consists of tracking project progress using the metrics established during planning and making sure everything moves as smoothly as possible. The project manager should make sure tasks are completed in time and make the necessary changes to the project to ensure its timely execution. The closing of a project doesn't simply consist of ending it. Making sure deliverables are turned in is only the tip of the iceberg. It is also the stage for ending all temporary parts of the project, like terminating vendor contracts and temporary workers. An evaluation of the project is also essential and allows you to identify positive aspects and also areas of improvement for future projects. There are a myriad of tools you can utilize to manage your project. Slack is a great option for team communication. It allows you to create different chats for different teams, as well as direct messaging and calls. Google Workspace, especially Google Sheets, Docs, Drive, and Calendar, are extremely useful tools for teams looking to collaborate in real time. You can create powerful reports, documents, share files, and much more with Google Workspace. Kanban boards were developed to add transparency to the workflow. Originally consisting of cards that were moved in physical boards between the columns to do, doing, and done, the Kanban board is a versatile tool that is widespread in online collaboration nowadays, especially in the technology industry. A Gantt chart is a projection of tasks start and end dates on a timeline. It allows teams, and most importantly project managers, to visualize the work progress in real time and easily identify any delays. Kanbanchi is the ultimate combination of these tools. Kanbanchi is created to seamlessly integrate with Google Workspace, and you can visualize your Kanban board's tasks in a Gantt chart in a matter of seconds, as well as attach your files from Google Drive to your cards and synchronize dates with Google Calendar. You can also leave comments for your coworkers and much more. Click the link in the description to get it now with a 40% discount.